Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to the Study Lounge with Valley Noble. I'm your host, Sylves, and today we have one of our BYU Hawaii alums who's going to be talking about her different experiences. So, what I'll do is I'll let her introduce herself and she can say who she is, where she studied, and where she's from.
Yaurana. Hi, Dinah Teriitahi. Um, Maiden name is Toby, so I'm a Toby girl from Laie. Actually born here in French Polynesia, so our mother is Tahitian. Raised in Hawaii and New Zealand, Temple View. For 10 years, my father was teaching at CCNZ, and that's actually where I met Sylves, your lovely host from Valley Noble. So I live in Moorea right now and married to a Tahitian. We have 4 children and just living the beautiful Moorea bush life. But I went to BYU Hawaii, studied TESOL, and have been able to put that into use here. Tourism is a major economic resource here in French Polynesia. And so, working in hotel industry and also on a local ward basis, teaching English in various capacities. And have set up my own private concierge, professional concierge business called Moorea Dreams. And this is an extension of the many years that I've been working as concierge here in Moorea.
Amazing. Thanks, Di. Great introduction. I love all of your experiences that you've had, and now you're running your own business called Moorea Dreams. That's amazing. And I guess we're going to jump back a few years to when you first studied at BYU Hawaii. How about tell us about why did you want to go to BYU Hawaii?
Okay, so being a Laie girl, my parents are both alum of BYU Hawaii Church, CCH back in the day, Church College of Hawaii. That's where they met and married. And so, this was just part of the family heritage and it was just assumed that we would go to BYU Hawaii. And honestly, I am going to say that I didn't realize how much of a blessing it is to be there because it's once you leave BYU that you see um, the experience for what it is, huh? The skills and talents that we learned and knowledge that we hopefully have gained and are able to share that, come back and share it and ameliorate people's lives where we stand in our sphere of influence. So it was assumed that I was going to go to BYU. Um, I did enjoy my time there. I think I changed majors like 50 million times. Finally decided on TESOL.
That's awesome, awesome. And what
Yeah.
about? I guess it was a little while ago, but what were the challenges? What kind of challenges did you have? Going to BYU.
Yeah. We'd come back from Hawaii in 89. So I went to Kahuku and a very different educational system. I was raised in New Zealand. So that's the British educational system. And then at Kahuku, it's the American. So I think it was just trying to amalgamate those two and find my own little niche in my rhythm. And no, I enjoyed BYU. Struggles, I guess, was trying to keep up with the workload, because there's a lot of classes and and everything is new and exciting, and trying to balance that the social life, while trying to keep up good grades, hopefully, and then also working. Yeah, it became very busy. Classes in the morning, work in the afternoon. So it's a lot of heavy load to carry sometimes.
Yeah, absolutely. I remember those heavy loads of rushing to work in the afternoon and early morning
Yeah,
classes. So yeah, a lot
yeah,
to, as well as the different events that are happening around the school,
right. The
trying to
social
keep that.
calendar is very, very
Yes.
full, and so it's easy to kind of
Yeah.
let homework slide. if you're not careful.
Yes, yes. And what about how, I guess we've talked to different students about those challenges and who they reached out for help. And was that something that you
Yeah.
did? Yeah, was that something that you did?
I did. I was well, not very familiar, but I frequented the student counseling center, I think it was called back in the day, next
Hmm.
to the CAF. So it's a place, if you're struggling and um, not being able to keep up. That was my problem. I think I just the workload, the class load, um, and also, in all honesty, was dealing with mental health issues. So, it was kind of like a roller coaster, up and down grades, doing great one semester, 2 semesters, and then the next semester bombing out. And so that's how I ended up over there, actually. And they're very um, warm and open and understanding and approachable, and that's important because it's not easy to be like, to open up and reach out and ask for help. That's probably the hardest step. It's the first step. It's the most important. Acknowledging that things aren't all right, and yeah, I probably could do with some professional assistance.
Yeah, thanks for sharing that. I think some of our other students have talked about how it's been difficult with their mental health and being able to reach out to get that professional support while they're studying because their mental
Yeah,
health has been affected or just not able to, I guess, manage their feelings, their emotions. So yes, we definitely encourage here at Valley Noble to reach out for that professional help if you need it. It's there on campus. I know it's a free service. It's there, so definitely go and use that. So thanks, Di, for that. I
yeah.
guess jumping into our next question would be your goals, or where did you want to go? Like, where were you thinking after I finish studying? This is where I want to head.
Actually, I didn't have that vision. To be honest, I have one semester left. I've been an almost BYU graduate for the past 25 years. So that has been on my mind for a long, long time, being an almost not quite graduate for how many years. So I did get back onto the pathway, I did that, and it's a great program, by the way, very stimulating intellectually. But unfortunately, I was kind of survival mode. I didn't really have vision, um, but I am grateful that, Heavenly Father's always had an eye out for me and keeping watch over me, even with my tutu ways and stuff. Because eventually, I came back, and actually, I love the teaching bit, and that's one thing that's funny to me because my mom has always been telling me since I was young, be a teacher, be a teacher. It's in the family, and I always kind of resisted that, even though TESOL, that is teaching. And I find that when I'm in that capacity, I really enjoy that, and that was always something. Well, once I started working in tourism here, that's really where I saw the value of being able to speak English and how much more of a plus it is for, when you're working in tourism. So teaching English in tourism has been really amazing. I've enjoyed that.
That's awesome. Guys, we had this conference, a mini conference in Tahiti and Moorea, where Dai comes from, and I can tell you, number one, Dai is your MC.
Oh,
So with her English
MC Hammer
skills,
extraordinaire.
with her English skills and her French, and that was amazing. We were really in awe of how you took that floor and you were able to just relate to the people. You were educating, even though this was not your field, mental health, and we were presenting.
Yeah.
But Di was able to use both her English and French skills and Girl, you were amazing. So that's awesome
That
to
was
watch. That was
really,
awesome to
oh,
watch.
thank you. I do enjoy that. And I got to say, even though it's like learned on the spot, in church capacities, they just kind of chuck you on stage and be
Yeah.
like, okay, make them laugh, you know, be funny. But I have learned that I found out that I really do enjoy the teaching. And, you know, pretty much everything that I've learned at BYU Hawaii has influenced what I do.
Excellent. We love it. We love it. You are amazing. So we are sort of
Maururi.
we are coming to our final question for today, and I guess that would be for other students, whether they're coming from Tahiti or Aotearoa or the mainland, that are going to be an international student, whether it is at BYU Hawaii or in Australia. What kind of advice would you give them as they're starting out on their journey?
Yeah. Okay. I remember this one lesson. So Brother Wyman, oh, love you, Brother Wyman. Bless his heart. He was number one at talking stories. He would tell us stories and share experiences. And hopefully, if I can remember correctly, there's the four H's. So, it's that assimilating. It's a different culture. It's a different country. We're not just talking about studying, it's not higher education only. It's a completely different life. And so he was talking about the four H's and how, there's the honeymoon stage. So everything's new and amazing and you love it, it's because of the novelty. So there's going to be the honeymoon stage. And that's okay and that's normal. Yeah. You're going to go through all these stages and then sometimes you kind of cycle back, but there's the honeymoon stage and then hostility. It's not so funny anymore. And how come they don't do it like this? And why, so there's the hostility stage where it's not all the honeymoon and the starry eyes. And then that's when you're finding fault in everything. And that's kind of the stage where you're like, bro, I just want to go home. I can't deal with this anymore. Can't stand my roommate. Teachers are on my case. All of the above. So hostility. The third H is going to be humor. When you can find humor in the situation, when yeah, like only in Moorea, find humor in the situation. And the fourth H is home, when you can really feel that you've assimilated and that it has become your home. So I think that's probably a good thing to keep in mind, that you're going to go through that and it's normal. It's okay. You can talk to people about it. Go talk to other people. You're probably going through the same thing. But yeah, that lesson, I hope I passed it, Brother Wyman. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. The four H's, I think that would be the best 2 cents worth of advice I could give.
That's awesome, Di. Those are really good for each advices for our
Yeah,
students
yeah,
coming in, because, yeah, definitely you see all those different, the honeymoon phase, the hostility phase, and then what
yeah.
is it again? The
Humor,
the
and then the
humor.
humor
Yes,
where you can find, yeah, like it doesn't get on your nerves when it's like, oh my
yes,
goodness,
yes.
you can find the humor in it.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
lastly, home, where
It
you're like,
is.
oh,
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
yeah,
Because it becomes a part of your home, I guess. Like as we've learned as well, we become a big family. You become that family. It is home. So that's
yeah.
awesome. I love that,
And
Di.
home is that feeling. Yeah, home is that
Yes,
feeling. It's that feeling. Doesn't necessarily have to be a location, but it's that
yes,
feeling.
yes.
Safety,
Lovely.
safety where we're accepted for who you are and what you are. Mm.
Yeah. Amazing. Thank you, Di.
Amazing. And girl, you are doing amazing things yourself.
Thank you, Di. And it's, I just heard before in the background a little rooster crowing. So in
Yeah,
Moorea, that was just funny. That was a little bit of home
that
back
is,
there.
yeah, our mascot, right? Our
Yeah.
island mascot, because, yeah,
In the middle of the
only in
night.
Moorea, like I was saying, and yeah, middle of the night, only in Moorea.
Yes, yes. So that's great. Thank you, Di. Thank you so much for joining us here with me, and we have Dinah Teriitahi from Moorea. We're thankful for her to jump in with us at the study lounge. Please leave us a comment, come and say hi to Di, and thank you, Di, for joining us.
Maururu. Thank you for
Maruru.
inviting me.
See you later, Di.
Nana.
Alrighty, Di. Our lovely, oh my gosh. Sorry, Di. Fired!
Hey, at least you got your camera on. I can't keep it. I keep moving this blooming thing. Okay, what the heck? At the end,
Okay.
like probably at the end of the thing, I'll get it down. You know what I mean? Like alert.
Okay. Okay, everyone.